Our final day in Mendoza, straight close up on the food. It is ridiculous. We're in Sancho. We came here on the first day, so we thought we'd have to come on the last day. Emma's gone for a little fillet, of course. We've got the mash. It's light, it's creamy, it's fresh. And then Emma's gone for the creamed potatoes. The first day, I had a few people comment on the old Insta saying, why have you come to Mendoza? Why have you come to Argentina and not got a steak? Because I did go for the chicken. So we've had to resurrect. We've had to, do you know what I mean, sort ourselves out. And I've gone for the 500 gram chateaubriand. Right, let's get a little close up. The guy doesn't speak any English. Obviously, we don't speak any Spanish. So we're looking for medium rare. I'm sure, oh, here we go. Wow, that's pretty much cut through that like absolute butter. What we're dealing with, this is what I'm talking about. Nice charring on the outside and just expecting ridiculous flavours in the old middle. I mean, that is looking absolutely different gravy. The steaks here are on a different planet, so much flavour in them, and obviously 500 grams is an absolute excessive amount. We'll give this a little taste test and go and have a little close up on yours just to show the people what they're missing and why they need to be here. But the mashed potato as well, so creamy, so it's just absolutely sensational. We're going to be getting stuck into this. We've got another Vineyard. It's our final day, so of course we had to get some more Vino Blanco, a little bit of Malbec, some more wine in the system. I think I was saying to Em that no one underrates Mendoza. Everyone says it's such a good place, but I still think it's underrated. The food, the people, the environment, the history, the wineries, the vineyards, absolutely 10 out of 10. So I'm going to do another video tomorrow, recapping everything, going through all the best vineyards we've been to. But for me, this is one of the best meals we've had in a long, long time. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get straight into it. It's absolutely different gravy. Cheers now. The postman, he's delivered again. Bodega Dominicano, it's an absolute gorgeous setting. When we were driving here in the taxi, we're looking at like the backdrop and there's loads of like, it's basically you're in like an industrial estate and we were thinking, what have we done? What have we come to? However, it is absolutely stunning. We're in the middle of some trees, got loads of foliage. We've just got this whole place to ourselves. You can do a tasting, you can do a tour here. It's like 20 to 25 or 30,000 depending on which sort of scale, premium wines or the cheap ones. We just thought we'll do our own little tasting, our own little tour. So we've gone for a little sweet number, all their local ones. And then we've gone for a little Sauvignon Blanc, a little dry number, and we've gone for the Syria, which is apparently going to be giving blueberries, lots of dark cherries in there as well. So we'll start on the old sweet wine, the old chardonay. Oh, it's smelling delicious. First taste, I was going to say it's unbelievable. It is very light, very fresh, very fruity, quite powerful to be fair. Like that second little inhale, I was getting some serious flavours going straight in to the old bones. This will be the king's favourite, the king's staple, the Sauvignon Blanc, the dry number. Oh, it's smelling dry. Delicious, light, fresh, crisp. But you know what? For the first time ever, I think I might prefer the sweeter one. Maybe because it's a hot day and just getting that nectar into the old bones. And then finally, the Syria and the dry one. This is actually pretty interesting. They pick the grapes at night here, in the middle of the night, because when they pick them in the day, because of the heat, the oxidation process starts, and that is not good for the old wines. 2021 vintage. One sip of the schooner. Oh, this is smelling like it's absolutely going to pack an absolute punch. That is delicious. I'm not getting too many blackberries and cherries, but full of body, full of flavour. I said it once, I'll say it again. It is gorgeous, but we just went for that massive steak before. I couldn't drink that with that steak. I literally was full enough as it is. It's stunning, but for me, the crispness of both whites, but for the first time ever, G-Dubs is gonna be suggesting get yourself on a little sweet number. Silly setting, silly backdrop. We'll be back shortly to tune in. Cheers now. She's back. By popular demand, the king, the more comments, the more airtime she gets. We've just gone for a full bottle of the old Savvy B. No, it's not, it's Chardonnay. That shows my wine knowledge is not improving. However, my taste buds are, just slightly.
Very nice.
That is absolutely delicious. So, 5 days exploring one of the wine capitals, pioneering the revolution of Malbec. What are your top 3 highlights? What stands out? What was good? Any negatives? Talk to me.
Well, we'll start on the positives. It's got to be the steaks. That's been our first steak in Argentina, and it was a good one. The name's Sarah. What's the name? I can't remember.
Sancho.
That's the one. Very good steak. Got to have something with food in the top 3, and that's the one. Then
What steak did you go for?
Filet mignon.
Yeah. The king, always on the old fillet. Last night we had a couple drinks and then we were serving up some oven chicken steaks and she was going, filet mignon. Things you love to see. So the food is taking, is that top spot or is that number 3? Or no particular order?
No particular order.
Okay.
Number 2 is we went to the winery yesterday, and Gareth's dancing with some Brazilian, a Brazilian family, which was hilarious. Just funny. Didn't expect that wine tour to end the way it did.
Yeah, we're in there. It's all very official. Obviously, if you've not watched yesterday's video, go back and watch it. But it's all very like everyone is really serious about their wines. You're giving it like, smell this, drink this, hold it in your mouth, pairing it with music, all very formal. And then she just starts playing different songs, like some Brazilian songs, some English songs. The English song was the Macarena, things you hate to see. Shows you how much culture that we have or don't have. And then I'm trying to show her the shady shuffle. The Brazilian lady's having none of it, and she's showing me the boom, 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 boom. Absolutely no movement in the hips, but you know what I mean? 10 out of 10 for effort.
Yeah, it was funny. So yeah, that one it was a very good experience, and just that to top it off was funny. So yeah. And my last one has got to be here.
Yeah, it's nice.
I just think out of all of them that we've been to, the weather has been good, but today's been the best, which always makes such a difference. The setting is like no other. The wine is like no other. The company could be... I'm joking. But yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
I say here.
Yeah, the things you'd love to see. I will agree with the king. Mendoza has 300 days of pure sunshine per year, and if it's like this, what a place to be. Maybe if you lived here all the time, do you know what I mean? You'd like to be in cooler, more rainy climates, but for us, traveling, exploring, and for you guys, if you're thinking about coming somewhere, insane weather. I think the coldest it was like 28 degrees maybe, and even like last night we're sat on our balcony, the sun's setting in the distance, and it was 29 degrees at like 8 p.m. at night, similar to like the UK summer where your days are really long. If you come here January to April time, super long days, super bright, insane weather, good wine. Yeah, for me, I'm going to do a little video tomorrow on Mendoza being the most underrated place that I've ever been. I think everyone thinks it's good, but I think it's absolutely sensational. The people, the food, the culture, the history, and of course, the Vino Blanco and the Malbec. Shout out to Mr. Nicholas Cantana Zappa himself. Cheers to you. Cheers to the Dominicano. Cheers to the king. Cheers to Mendoza. Hit the subscribe button. See you tomorrow, baby.